In 2019, Kerala was left shocked when police arrested a woman named Jolly Joseph, a resident of Koodathai, in the Kozhikode district of Kerala. It was revealed that she had killed 6 persons, including her husband and his parents, among others from the family, between 2002 and 2016. Each time, Joseph had managed to dodge suspicion until her brother-in-law and sister-in-law got suspicious and decided to have the deaths in the family investigated. Her only motive was said to have been an easy, wealthy life. According to an India Today report, Jolly used cyanide to kill her family members largely with the intention of gaining control over their properties. Hi, and welcome to our channel. On this episode, the case happened in Koodathai, a village in Kozhikode district in the state of Kerala, India. The case is now the subject of a Netflix documentary titled Curry and Cyanide. Before we start, to be able to share this kind of stories and to spread awareness on this type of cases, let us hit that subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell to keep you updated on our latest videos. Our sympathy will always be with the victims, and we strongly oppose to the kind of action the perpetrator did in the story. It all began after Jolly Joseph married Roy Thomas, the eldest son of Koodathai's Ponnamattam family, whom she met during a family event at a relative's house in 1997. Roy had a younger brother, Roho Thomas, and a sister, Ranji. They were an educated family. Jolly Joseph, the daughter of a wealthy cardamom farmer in Vasavara village in Idukki, was mostly known to be a jolly, friendly, and happy-go-lucky person. She was the first in her family to go to college, and she was an ambitious woman who was said to have dreams beyond the farm. While introducing herself to the Thomas family, she had said she was highly educated and had later pretended to be working as a lecturer at NIT Calicut in Kozhikode. In reality, she did not really have a job. Jolly's killing spree began in 2002. After every killing, she convinced everyone around her that the deaths were natural and made up stories to ensure there was no room for suspicion. First victim, Jolly's mother-in-law Annamma Thomas. Annamma Thomas was a school teacher. At the time of marriage, Jolly had lied about having a Master of Commerce degree. According to the report, while she did go to college, she never completed her post-graduation. Annamma insisted that she should get a job and not let her education go waste. Her persistence only increased after she retired. This bothered Jolly, and she was worried that Annamma might find out about her lies. In 2002, as reported by the media, Jolly procured cyanide from a veterinary clinic and mixed it in her mother-in-law's soup, which led to Annamma's death. Assuming that it was a natural death due to heart failure, Annamma's family did not go for a post-mortem. Second victim, Tom Thomas. Second on Jolly's list of victims was her father-in-law, Tom Thomas. The time difference between the two murders was 6 years, leaving a little room for suspicion. Tom worked as a senior clerk in the education department. Jolly reportedly had her eyes set on Tom's property, as her husband Roy didn't have a stable job to fulfill her demands. Tom owned a decent amount of land. Jolly feared he would give his property to his younger, U.S.-settled son, Roho, and she would be left with nothing. In 2008, Tom was in Colombo, Sri Lanka, where his daughter Ranji lived with her family after marriage. From there, he had planned to fly to the US. But Jolly called him back, telling him that she was pregnant and that her husband was drinking too much. Tom returned to Kerala, and soon Jolly killed him by giving him cyanide through a capsule that he used to take. At that time, it appeared to the world that Jolly was the first one to find the dead body, after which she called for help, convincing everyone that it was a cardiac arrest. According to media reports, Jolly had managed to get possession of her father-in-law's title deeds and concocted a forged will, according to which all of his properties would go to her husband, Roy, after Tom's death. According to the report, the cyanide was supplied to Joseph by Ms. Matthew, with whom she had an affair. Jolly convinced Matthew to help her after telling him that her father-in-law had found out about their relationship. Third victim, Jolly's husband Roy. It was Roy's death that gave the first ever hints of a murder. He apparently knew about her relationship with Matthew and even questioned her about it. In 2011, Roy was found lying unconscious on the floor of his bathroom, vomiting and frothing from his mouth, as shown in the documentary. He was declared dead on arrival in hospital. Roy's siblings and their 68-year-old uncle Manchadayal Matthew suspected foul play and managed to get an autopsy done, which revealed the presence of cyanide in his body. Jolly, however, managed to convince the police that Roy was a depressed alcoholic and had ended his own life after falling into a huge debt. The local police did not investigate the matter further at that time. Fourth victim, Uncle Manchadayal Matthew. Dissatisfied with the findings of the police, Manchadayal Matthew insisted on probing the mysterious deaths of his sister, brother-in-law, and nephew. Matthew later discovered Jolly's relationship with Ms. Matthew. His suspicions made the Uncle Jolly's next target. In 2014, Jolly claimed the old man's life by mixing cyanide in his drink. He collapsed and was rushed to hospital by Jolly and his neighbors, but he was dead by then, reports said. Fifth victim, Shahja's daughter Alfine. Jolly had the desire to marry Shahja Zacharias, her husband's first cousin, given that he had a good job and was well settled. Alfine, Shahja's 2-year-old daughter, became her fifth victim. According to media reports, Alfine was given cyanide at her siblings' Holy Communion. The motive in this particular murder remained unclear though. Sixth victim, Shahja's first wife Seely. Jolly planned to kill Seely so she could marry Shahju. In 2016, she killed Seely by lacing her drink with cyanide. According to the report, the incident reportedly took place when Seely accompanied her for a dental appointment. Since the death occurred in a public place, no one raised suspicion, and Jolly managed to escape suspicion once again. A year after Seely's death, Shahju tied the knot with Jolly. How the deaths turned murders. The reality of the deaths unfolded in 2019, and it was established that all the deaths in Koodathai were murders. According to India Today reports, the case came to light when Rojo Thomas, son of Tom Thomas, filed a complaint in 2019 expressing suspicions about the deaths. After Rojo's complaint, the police initiated an investigation. Following discrepancies in the initial findings, the police was prompted to open the family grave, leading to the discovery that all 6 deaths were, in fact, murders. Jolly Joseph's arrest. Jolly was arrested on October 5, 2019, and she confessed to all her crimes. According to the report, her lover Matthew, who supplied the cyanide, was also arrested. Both remain in custody and are currently facing trial. Matthew helped Jolly source cyanide from Praji Kumar, a local goldsmith, according to reports. What do you think of this story? Will Jolly be able to get away with the accusations that were made to her? Leave down your comments on the below, and see you on the next episode.